Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we're here for only one game only for the Post 22 Hardhats. It'll be the Gillette Riders here in town, so we're going to hand it off here to our PA announcer, Kevin, to get us ready here for the start of this game.
At this time, we're going to introduce the starting line for each squad. As we announce, please line up at the respective baseline. First of all, for Gillette. Leading off the play center field, number 3, Carson Percival. Batting second at shortstop, number 2, Riley. Batting third, in position right, number 11, Cody Craig. Batting fourth, in catching number 24, Houston Chili. Batting fifth, in playing third base, number 10, Ethan Eckert. Batting sixth, in right field, number 4, Houston Wood. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 18, Tyler Randall. Batting eighth, in left field, number 14, Pregame. And batting ninth, in playing second base, number 5, Jet Hamilton. Let's meet the rest of the Gillette Riders.
right, all the pregame antics have come to an end, and we're ready here for baseball between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Gillette Riders. A little bit of a chilly night here in Rapid City, South Dakota, here on this Wednesday evening. The Hardhats finishing a 3-game series in Sheridan over the weekend as they won 1 game and lost 2, as they lost the previous game 2-1 from a walk-off hit. So we'll go through here one more time the lineups for both teams. We'll start off here with the home team, the Post 22 Hardhats in the red jerseys. Batting first, playing second base is number 3, Jackson Reeder. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 13, Blaine Hunt. Batting third at first, number 7, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth in left field is number 2, Kane McLeod. Behind the dish at catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 6, Hadley Burris, followed by the designated hitter at the 7th spot, number 28, Broden Sales. Batting 8th in center field, number 8, Bridger Karn, and batting 9th in right field is number 21, Tayton Giddings. And on the mound is number 20, Regan Koskin. As Koskin this season, he's also been good at the plate, but also on the mound pitching. He has 4 innings pitched this season. He has 5 strikeouts to 2 walks, and with a 3.5 ERA for him on the season. The right-handed pitcher. And now here for Gillette's lineup. So their first 3 batters up are going to be the center fielder, number 3, Carson Persifield. Batting second, the shortstop, number 2, Riley Hawk. And the pitcher batting third, and number 11, Kobe Craig. So those are the 3 hitters up for Gillette as Koskin gets his right arm warmed up as he needs to. 51 degrees outside currently. A little bit of wind coming here and there. This should be a good night here for some Post 22 baseball and the Gillette Riders. As a lot of pitchers pitched over the last weekend in Sheridan. We saw a lot of 1 innings pitched. Saw from Brixton Steen, Maddox Kraft, Gavin Hunter, and a lot from the Sunday game. So Koskin just getting that right arm where he wants it to be here. As a center fielder for the Riders, and Persifield taking practice swings outside the box. So Elder with the final warm-up throw as they'll all meet up here on the mound, giving Koskin some words of advice. So Persifield comes up here to the plate. Elder and Koskin share some words on how they want this game to go. So Elder, the senior at St. Thomas More, will return behind the plate. Another senior on the mound, and Reagan Koskin. So Persifield steps in as we're ready to go here for the first pitch of this game. As Koskin here on the mound has his pitch, the windup. And this one comes as in for a strike. So first pitch for strike 1. Koskin starts off on the right foot here. So the 0-1 count. Koskin delivers. This one just traveling a little outside there. Taken for ball 1. Over the weekend also, Josh Elder and Reese Palmer both split games. Elder playing 2 with Palmer playing 1 as catcher. Koskin the next delivery. This one takes a bounce in the left-handed batter's box there for Persifield. Taken for ball 2. And in all 3 games that the Hardhats played against Sheridan, had a 3-0 lead in the first inning, except for the 3rd game on Sunday. Persifield takes a swing on this one, sneaks through the gap, diving play by Hunt, the throw to first, not in time. Great effort made from Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, made the diving slide to get a hold of that ground ball. Just not in time to the throw on first. That puts Persifield on first base, and now we'll pull up here the shortstop, Riley Hawk. So first base hit of the game just for the leadoff hitter in Carson Persifield. As Hawk, now a right-handed batter, will step into the box. As Koskin on high alert with the runner behind him on first. We saw a lot of pickoff attempts as well. And Koskin, the first pitch here. This one comes down low. Elder, make sure he sees that one, which came in down low. Holds the runner on first. So ball one. 1-0 count. Koskinen with his lead on the mound. Takes a look over on first. Percifield takes a small lead as he returns back to the base after Koskinen throws to Reeder on the pickoff attempt. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs, just the second batter here in the top of the first inning. As Koskinen here with the pitch, this one is in for a strike. So with a 1-1 count here, Eller also keeping an eye there on first base, seeing if he wants to zip one across, try to get a fast one. 1-1. Koskinen quickly over to first. Reeder to the scoop and the tag. Runner in safe for Percifield. On deck is Kobe Craig, the pitcher who is batting third for the Riders. 1 ball, 1 strike. Koskinen deals. This one just above the strike zone. Taken there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. As Koskinen ready here for the next pitch to give away to Hawk. Has his call. Throws to first. He's in safe again as Wyatt Reeder, that ball coming out of the glove. So it wouldn't have counted anyway. So we resume on here on 3 pickoff attempts there to Percifield on first. It's a 2-1 count. As this is the first team the Hardhats have played this season that has not been the Sheridan Troopers. As these two teams will face off against each other next Wednesday in Gillette. Pitch comes, that one takes a bounce. Elder can't find it, and the runner will advance to second. So that puts the count here to 3 balls, 1 strike with no outs. So Percifield advances to second off that wild pitch. Elder took some time to find it, didn't know where it was. It kind of landed under him, then rolled behind him as he was looking back towards the crowd. So 3-1 here as Koskinen to pitch here to Riley Hawk. As this one comes, Swan on. This is a ground ball. Blaine Hunt is there. He's going to throw to third. The tag from Burris, and he will get him. So the first out here in the inning is he will still have a runner there on first base. So here comes Kobe Craig, the pitcher, just a third hitter here in the lineup, as he retrieves the call from his coach there on the third baseline in front of the Hardhats dugout. So look over to Hawk on first. Following him on that hit that was picked up by Hunt. Decides to throw to third. Pitch comes down low as Eller got a leg out in time to prevent that one from going behind him. So first pitch here on this at-bat starts off 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Koskinen with 1 out. Throws to first. The tag not in time. And safe. So manager Rich Downs with Nick Ewing and Steve Wolf, the coaches, and Bud Bartholomew. Here's the next pitch. This one coming up high. Almost clipping the elbow there of Craig. 2 pitches in here on a 2-0 count for Craig. On deck is Kaysen Schilling, the catcher. And they throw over to first as the glove will come off of Reeder. Runner still on first and Hawk. Only seen 1 base hit following the single from Carson Percifield. Blaine Hunt made that incredible diving catch. As Craig takes a swing on this one, that one lands it to left field. So that will be the second hit of the game for the Gillette Riders. That puts runners on first and second base. So all base runners, or all 3 hitters for the Riders, have all gone on base somehow with 2 hits. As this now pulls up the catcher, Kaysen Schilling, batting cleanup. So double play in the hands here, possibly for the Hardhats. Koskinen waiting his call here from Josh Elder behind the plate. All runners with a good lead on the bases. Here's the first one to Schilling. This one in for a strike. 0-1 start. Koskinen waiting here for the next pitch that Elder wants. Peek over to second where Hawk leads off the base. Here's the pitch. This one got a little curve onto it. That one not in the strike zone for ball 1. 1-1 count with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Still a 0-0 game in the top of the first inning between the Gillette Riders and the post-22 Hardhats. As Koskinen has the pitch in his glove. Looks to second. Here's the delivery. This one comes up high for ball 2. 2-1 count. Showing the right-handed hitting catcher up at the plate. Koskinen here with his windup. And the 2-1 pitch comes. This one taken up high here for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. As the third baseman, Ethan Hecker, on deck. So Koskinen with his feet placement here on the bump. With Schilling at bat. Runner on second and first. As Koskinen, the pitch comes. This one up high, ball 4. So the first walk allowed here on the day that will put bases loaded. As we will see a mound visit here quickly from the Hardhats. For Koskinen this season, that's only his 3rd walk allowed. So with Hawk on third, Craig on second, and Schilling on first, as a courtesy runner will come in for Schilling. So it's Elder and Koskinen here with Coach Downs. Or sorry, Coach Bartholomew. So following the mound visit, only 1 out here in the top of the first. Bases are loaded. As Hecker up to the bat, or plate. So thumbs up given here from the home plate umpire. Rear playing in the infield as well as Hadley Burris here. Possibly looking for a sac bunt. Koskinen the first pitch here on this at bat. Comes to Hecker, he takes a swing. This one on the right side. This one will go foul. 0-1. You got a lot of heat on that one. Just trailing to the right side out towards the visiting bullpen area. So first pitch there for a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Koskinen, hands on the hit. Looks back. Here's the pitch. This one up high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Hardhats defense able to get 1 out here so far, just now facing their 5th at-bat in this first inning. Here's Koskinen. His next pitch, a little bit of a curve. That one just escapes the glove from Elder. That one for ball 2 as that pitch was outside. So 2-1 here as some energy starting to come here to the ballpark for the Hardhats. Koskinen a peek over at second. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, this one into the left center gap. This one is trailing, and this one hits the wall. So 2 runners will come in to score as they're going to hold off on the 3rd. So that's a 2 RBI double for the Riders, and they have an early 2-0 lead here in the first inning. So that will drive in Riley Hawk and Kobe Craig. We saw this happen 2 weekends ago when Sheridan was in town. They let up 2 runs and was able to come back and win 12-2. So up is Kason Wood, the right fielder now. So it's still 1 out. Runners on second and third. Koskinen's first pitch, as that one is in down the middle with no swing for strike 1. Here to another right-handed hitter. Koskinen, the 0-1 pitch. Comes to Wood. This one takes a bounce in the turf for ball 1. So a 1-1 start Koskinen resets on the mound. Elder here with his next call. The 1-1 comes up high and inside, ball 2. As two left-handed pitchers in Broden Sales and Declan Mickley both lead the team in innings pitch, as Koskinen just ranks himself third with 4. 2-1 pitch, Koskinen. This one swung on a dribbler over the head and glove, as the throw to first, not in time, and a run will come in to score. So 3-0 for Gillette, puts runners on first and second, as that one just took a bounce, hopped right over the glove and head of Reagan Koskinen, as the runner came into third to score the courtesy runner for Kaysen Schilling. So base hit for Kaysen Wood. Here is Tyler Rambo, the first baseman, the 7th hitter here. Koskinen, first pitch here, as this one will come down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 start with only 1 out. That one came from the hit from Hawk, which they threw over to third to get Percifield out. And Koskinen here, the 0-1 delivery, gets a little curve on it. This one just traveled outside for ball 1. An even 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first inning, 3-0 for the Riders ahead over the Hardhats. Koskinen, the next pitch comes, swung on, got a piece of it, fouls off. So a 1-2 count will be the result. So Rambo takes a practice swing outside the box as their coach on third base, giving a sign there to the base runner on second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Koskinen looking for his first strikeout on the game. Runner Ansi on second. Here is the pitch. This one comes outside, ball 2. So with Hecker on second with his leadoff, as he started taking skips closer to third, Koskinen was hesitant to throw it back, but he'll hold off. So 2-2 here. Here's the pitch to Rambo. Swung on. This one in the outfield. As that one will roll, they're going to hold a runner on third. So with that single for Tyler Rambo, will put bases loaded here for the second time in the inning for the Riders. So with 1 down, this will now pull up Trajan Schrock, the left fielder. So every hitter here for the Riders has either had a single or with that 1 walk from Kaysen Schilling. So left fielder and Schrock comes in. So with 1 out here in the top of the first, Koskinen. Pitch comes in up high, ball 1. As we already see a pitcher here in the bullpen for the Hardhats, as he will get his arm warmed up here. First pitch was in for ball 1, a 1-0 count. Here's the next one. This one down low, ball 2. So Schrock with a big moment here for the Riders. Bases low, they're up 3-0 in the top of the first. As Elder requests a new ball. So Koskinen with a fresh baseball here on the mound. He gets a thumbs up. It's a 2-0 count. Another peek over at second. Here's the pitch. This one up and high, ball 3. 3 pitches, all 3 for balls. To Trajan Schrock, the left fielder. On deck is the second baseman, Jet Hamilton. So Koskinen here with the call. The 3-0 pitch. Here's the windup. Comes down the middle. This one for strike 1. So Koskinen trying to fight back here from a 3-0 start on this at bat. As Schrock will re-enter the right-handed batter's box. Here is Koskinen on the mound. lifts the leg. Pitch comes up and high. Ball 4 taken. So with a walk that will lead a runner in to score, it's 4-0 for Gillette. And now this will pull up Jet Hamilton, just the second baseman. As that will lead Ethan Hecker in for the 4th run. So Elder with a brief talk with Koskin on the mound. So the 9th hitter in the lineup for Gillette will come to the plate. Bases still remain loaded with only 1 out. So Koskin here with his next pitch. Here on the delivery, Swan on. This one is in the air. This one is going to the right field side. Reeder can't get there. It'll just drop foul. Both Reeders, Wyatt and Jackson, both chasing after that ball, as well as the right fielder and Tayton Giddings. So we'll drop foul. The 0-1 start here to Hamilton's first at-bat of the game. Koskin locked and ready to go here for his next pitch. As the 0-1 comes to Hamilton. This one up and out for ball 1. Elder really had to kind of reach up there. Koskin ready here again at the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike with only 1 out. Bases loaded. Swan on. This is a foul ball up and over the netting. So 1-2 count here as Koskin looking to get the second out here in the inning. So with the nod there from Koskin, here's the windup. Pitch comes, Swan on. This is a ground ball. Reeder can't get there, but Jackson, the backup, dives to first, tags the bag. So that will be just the second out, and a run will come in to score. So 5-0 for Gillette. And that puts 2 outs here. So Persifield comes in here. 1 for 1 today with a single. So with 2 down, that puts now runners on 2nd and 3rd. Koskin's first pitch, this one travels outside, ball 1 taken. As Kason Wood came in to score for that run. So with a 1-0 start, Koskin's next one, this one bounces in the turf for ball 2. Elder keeps that 1 out in front of him. Elder looking towards the Hardhats dugout here, possibly for a next pitch to offer to Koskin. So 2-0, kicks and deals on the mound. This one comes up high, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 down in the top of the first inning. As we're back through the top of the order for Gillette, here for Persifield, the center fielder. As Koskin steps down, pitch comes, in for a strike. So the 3-1 start, just on the second at-bat for Persifield. Koskin lifts the leg, pitch comes up and out for ball 4. So that will be the second walk here in the inning for Koskin. That puts bases loaded. And now this will pull up Riley Hawk. Also 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. With 2 outs, as Koskin on the mound here with his next pitch, it comes down as this one is in for a strike. So an 0-1 start to the shortstop and Riley Hawk for his second at-bat. Elder with this call, Koskin agrees with it. Here's the next pitch. Breaker ball, that one just comes up high of the strike zone for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a Hawk. Koskin on the mound. A slight nod. Here's the righty's pitch. Comes swung on. Got a piece of it for a foul ball. Hits the netting. So this will result from the foul ball to a 1-2 count. 2 down. Top of the first. Here is Koskin as he delivers the 1-2 pitch. This one comes, takes a bounce. Elder is there to stop it. So 2-2 now. As the Gillette Riders, as they will motivate here Hawk on this at bat. Taking that ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Koskin, this one down low, ball 3. So full count. Very critical pitch with bases loaded, 2 down. And the Hardhats trailing by 5 here. So all base runners will take a big leap. Koskin here on the windup. Full count. Pitch comes. Swung on. Ground ball. This one's Blaine Hunt, the shortstop. Picks up. The throws to first. Reeder can't handle the bounce. That one will escape from him. Here comes a run in to score. Reeder picks it up. Throws to home. And Elder can't get there. So that is 2 runs to come in. Or 3 runs. It is 3-0. 8-0 for Gillette here in the first inning. As that one, the bounce from Hunt, the throw to Reeder, he miscalculated it, went over the head, and pulls runners in to score. As Hunt, the throw just bounced in the turf. So here comes Kobe Craig, the pitcher, as the first pitch. Take it for a strike here. Craig is 1 for 1 today with a single and a run. Koskin ready here for the next pitch. Takes a peek over at second. This one bounces in turf. Runner takes off to third. The throw to Burris. The tag. Safe. Very close call. Not in time. Elder, the smooth throw. As that pitch was also in for a ball. So now with a runner on third with 2 down. This is a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Kobe Craig. And Koskin, the delivery, that one in for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Elder here with the next pitch call. Koskin has it. The 1-2 pitch comes. This one takes a bounce as runner on third wanted to come home as he puts on the brakes and returns to third. So a 2-2 count to Kobe Craig, the pitcher for the Riders. We'll see him here after the top of the first on the mound for Gillette. So Koskin, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is outside, ball 3. Craig thought that was ball 3 for ball 4 as he returns the box. So full count here with a runner on third. As that being Riley Hawk. Koskin, the lifts the leg. Pitch comes. Swung on. This is ground ball. Jackson Reeder's there. The scoop, the throw to first. And he makes the catch for the 3rd out here in the top of the first inning. And Gillette wastes 0 time getting on the scoreboard. They have an early 8-0 lead over the post-22 Hardhats. So Kobe Craig will return to the lineup, or turn to the mound, as he's a starting pitcher for the Hardhats. Sorry, for the Riders. And with more home games coming this weekend, Hardhats play Laramie, as they'll be here Saturday and Sunday. Hardhats play 2 and 4:30 on Sunday, Mother's Day, and at 5 and 7:30 on Saturday. All those games will be streamed on Hardhats TV. We're here at the Fitz in Rapid City. Come down and watch the Hardhats play. So the 3 up here for the Hardhats will be Jackson Reeder, Blaine Hunt, and Wyatt Reeder. So keen, right-handed pitcher for Kobe Craig on the mound. Jackson Reeder this season with a .308 batting average, a .474 on-base percentage. He has 4 hits on the year, 4 RBIs, 6 runs, as he has the most walks allowed on the team. He has been walked 5 times, only struck out once, and has 2 stolen bases. So very disciplined at bat is Jackson Reeder. Following him is the shortstop Blaine Hunt, and then the first baseman Wyatt Reeder. So Craig just getting his final warm-up pitches on the mound. From a 7:30 start time after the Expos played before, as they took a 8-1 victory over the Gillette Rustlers just prior to this Hardhats game. And these two teams will face off against each other next Wednesday in Gillette, same time at 7 o'clock. So Craig with his final warm-up throw. Jackson Reeder will step up to the plate. So Jackson Reeder, a left-handed hitter. First 3 hitters, you have 2 for sure lefties, and with Blaine Hunt as a switch hitter, you can have him go anywhere he wants, preferably left. So that's where we see him bat most of the time. So Kobe Craig, a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Hardhats trailing by 8 here to start the bottom of the first. As Schilling behind the plate for the Riders. First one comes to Jackson Reeder. This one is in here for a strike. So the 0-1 start. Jackson back in the batter's box. Craig with the nod. Here's his windup. 0-1 pitch comes. This one knocking on that top left corner. It was up high for ball 1. 1-1 count. Craig. Pitch to Jackson Reeder. We'll stall here on the mound. Here's the delivery. This one just goes a little behind Jackson Reeder. Went to go bend his knees, or that one would have hit him on that right knee. So for ball 2, new ball given here to Craig. Just the leadoff hitter, Jackson Reeder, facing a 2-1 count here. As Craig says no to the first pitch that Schilling wanted. So the 2-1. This one comes down low, ball 3. Jackson Reeder looking for his 6th walk on the season. Gets his final touches here in the box. And Craig here, the 3-1 pitch. It comes, swung on. This is a ground ball, squeaks out of the glove. Second baseman picks up, not in time. So a base hit for Jackson Reeder. So both Reeder and Persifield hitting leadoff hits. And now this will pull up Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, as he was making his first appearance this season and last weekend against Sheridan. All 3 games having a .222 batting average, .417 on-base percentage, having 2 hits, 1 RBI, and already 5 runs scored, and 2 hit by pitches, both of them coming in the same game. So Craig here, first pitch to Blaine Hunt. Reeder on first, as this one will travel outside, ball 1. As manager Rich Downs here with the call in front of the Hardhats dugout. A 1-0 start. Craig with the nod. Peek over his shoulder to Reeder on first. Next pitch comes. This one outside again for ball 2. Hunt looking like he was going to go for a bunt and pull back on the last second. 2 balls, no strikes with no outs. Wyatt Reeder on deck. Kobe Craig on the mound. As a quick time here, call at the plate from Blaine Hunt. As Craig might be a little concerned with Jackson Reeder on first, wanting to see if he's going to steal. And 2-0 here to the Hardhats shortstop and Hunt. And Craig the pitch. This one down low, ball 3. Trying to frame that one with Schilling, trying to get that one called for a strike. So 3 pitches, 3 balls for Blaine Hunt here on his first at-bat of the game. Jackson Reeder following his base hit on first. And Craig. 3-0 pitch comes down low, ball 4. And that will be a walk for Blaine Hunt. So first 2 hitters for the Hardhats on base. And Wyatt Reeder will come to the plate. So that's the first walk on the season allowed. Or first walk of the year for Blaine Hunt, excuse me. So Wyatt Reeder, who leads the team in a lot of categories here for him this season, batting average at a 750, an on-base percentage of 789, leads the team in hits with 12, and with RBIs in 9, and runs scored with 8. He has 2 walks, no strikeouts, and 4 stolen bases on the season. So, as the infield have a talk here with their coach on a brief mound visit. So with no outs in the first 2 hitters for the Hardhats on base on first and second. And Wyatt Reeder with a deadly bat in his hands, he can make sure they get some runs in here to score. So following the mound visit, as Craig here on the mound, we saw an intentional walk on Wyatt Reeder against Sheridan. So Craig here has the pitch he wants. Looks back to Jackson Reeder on second. And pitch will come. This one takes a bounce on home plate for ball 1. So Wyatt Reeder does his final checks. 1-0 start. Kobe Craig looking back. Here's the next pitch. This one up and out, ball 2. So Wyatt Reeder, 2 pitches in, both for balls. And with the second baseman for Gillette and Jet Hamilton playing right behind Jackson Reeder there, the base runner. 2-0 pitch. Craig here to Wyatt Reeder. This one down low, ball 3. 3-0. Still with no outs in the bottom of the first. Gillette still holding on to their 8-0 lead. So Wyatt Reeder facing the 3-0 count. Here's Craig. Pitch comes. This one in for a strike. Wyatt Reeder will take that all day and any day. First hit coming there from Jackson Reeder in this game for the Hardhats, and then following the walk from Blaine Hunt. And now Wyatt Reeder facing the 3-1. So Craig with the call. Another look to Reeder on second. Here's the pitch, as this one is going to be called for a strike 2. So full count, which started 3-0, as the Gillette Riders trying to find their first out here at the bottom of the first. Craig says no to the first pitch and to the second. They want to give something hard here to Reeder so he can't hit it. 3-2 count. Craig's pitch comes. Reeder takes a hard swing, takes a bounce up off the second baseman. That's going to be a base hit. They can't find it. And so that's the second hit of the game. Puts bases loaded for post 22. We have seen bases loaded for a total of 4 times now in this game. And now pulls up Kane McLeod. McLeod this season batting .312 for the average, a .389 on-base percentage. 5 hits, and he is second on the team in the RBI ranks at 7, as he just trails 2 here behind Wyatt Reeder, but he could get some here with a base hit, driving in some runs. So Craig, and the first pitch here to the Hardhats left fielder. This one is going to hit him, so a hit by pitch, as he will get his dugout all excited. So that's the first run scored here on the game for the Hardhats. That's Jackson Reeder. So this will pull up the catcher, Josh Elder. And Elder this season with a 188 batting average, a 222 on base percentage, 3 hits, and 4 RBIs. And one of the games he played, the first game in Sheridan, he had a 3-hit game. So with bases still remain loaded following the hit by pitch from Kane McLeod, which brought a run and a score. And the first one, Elder sees. This one is outside for ball 1. 1-0 start for the Hardhats catcher. And Craig, the windup. Pitch comes. That one, same placement for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs in the bottom of the first. Hardhats get their first run of the game as they still trail 8-1. And Craig, the pitch comes. This one up and high for ball 3. So the Hardhats bench now really energized as they will motivate all their hitters. 3 balls, no strikes. Craig here to Josh Elder. Next pitch comes. This one down low, ball 4. So with bases loaded, they will walk, as that will make Blaine Hunt come in to score. And we'll see another mound visit here from Gillette. So Kane McLeod, who got hit by pitch, and then Josh Elder, who walked. So we were going to see Craig come out, and we're going to see a new pitcher come in for Gillette. And we will see what number he is here. Up next here for the Hardhats is the third baseman, Hadley Burris. So Logan New, as he will come in here for Kobe Craig. Just only 5 batters into the first inning. As this first inning has been quite a crazy one. 8 runs scored for Gillette. We've seen bases loaded for a total of 4 times in this game. Crazy first. 2 runs for the Hardhats. They have 2 hits. And Gillette with their 8 runs, they have 5. So Logan New, as he will get his arm warmed up here. It's the new pitcher that comes in for the Gillette Riders. Hadley Burris, the third baseman, he's up next to hit. For him on the season, a .333 batting average, a .556 on-base percentage, having 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. So Kessler, who will come in to be a courtesy runner for Josh Elder on first. As Coach Nick Ewing, who is the first base coach, who stands right there. So they're getting all the things ready to go here, checked off following the new pitcher. So Hadley Burris, as he comes in at the at-bat, still no outs here with bases loaded. We've seen 2 walks, 2 hits, and a hit by pitch. So Logan New, the new pitcher in for the Gillette Riders, as they stick with the right-handed. Here comes the first pitch. This one is outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count as Hardhats starting to hopefully shift the momentum following this pitching change. And get more of the crowd into it and more of the players in the dugout into it. The 1-0 pitch comes as Burris takes a hard swing. This one into left center. This one over the wall. Or no, it didn't go over the wall. It hits the wall. 1 run comes in a score. They're running another one. The throw to home. Schilling can't get the throw. He's safe. A 2 RBI single for Hadley Burris. And the Hardhats now cut the lead into 4. It's 8-4. A huge hit for Hadley Burris and the Hardhats. They were down 8-0 entering the bottom of the first, and now it's 8-4. So this will pull up Broden Sales, the designated hitter. First pitch he sees, this one is in for strike one. The 0-1 start. As I thought Burris hit a home run, it looked to me from here in the booth, it looked like it went over the wall. Must have just hit the top and fell down. Still getting 2 RBIs in on that single. So Schilling will have a brief talk with New here on the mound. Just the first batter he sees as he lets up a big hit, in which needed for the Hardhats. So Broden Sales, the designated hitter here. So the 0-1 start. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. So New following meeting Schilling, the catcher. And New will take a step here off the mound. So another talk here will come to the plate. So that might stall Sales' at bat here. So Sales steps back in with an 0-1 count. Runners on first and second. So Logan New, pitcher at the mound, takes a look at second. As Sales takes a swing and misses here for strike two. So no balls, 2 strikes. On deck is the center fielder, Bridger Karn. New, back on the mound. 0-2 pitch comes. Sales takes a swing. This one fouls. Makes contact with it. Stays alive here on an 0-2 count. New back here on the mound with Broden Sales at bat. Has the call from Schilling. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It comes. Sales takes a hit. This one squeezes past the second baseman into right field as they're going to hold all runners. So Broden Sales with the single, and bases are loaded yet once again. So this will pull up Bridger Karn. For Karn this season, batting at a .500 with an on-base percentage of .615, as he has 5 hits and with only 1 RBI this season. With still no outs here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded. As New, the pitch comes. Karn will take a swing. This one is going to be called for a foul ball. So we'll go to an 0-1 count. As following that foul ball, it hit the box first, then made its way back into the infield. So New, the 0-1 pitch comes. Karn takes a little step back and was inside for ball one. 1-1 count to Bridger Karn, the center fielder in tonight's game. On deck is Tate Giddings, the right fielder. So the 8 and 9 hitters upcoming. 1-1 pitch to Karn. This one again inside for ball two. Hardhats looking to shift this game towards their way. Now an 8-4 ball game. 2 balls, 1 strike. New's pitch comes as this one for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike as Karn just thought about swinging it as he moved the bat slightly and then held back. So a 3-1 count for Logan New. With his pitch, it comes. This one is in for strike 2. So full count to Bridger Karn. Bases loaded, still no outs in the bottom of the first inning. Schilling with a sign. News pitch comes. This one is outside, ball 4. And we'll bring another run in to score. It is now 8-5. So Tate Giddings, the right fielder. So he will come in. Same situation, no outs, bases loaded. Just here in the bottom of the first. As new, the first one comes here. This one will be taken outside for ball 1. So the 1-0 start for Tate Giddings, the right fielder, junior at Rapid City Central High School. New waiting for his call. He gets it. Puts his feet where he wants them on the mound. Lifts the leg. Pitch comes. This one takes a bounce into home plate first before reaching Schilling for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. As Giddings steps into the box. New. Looks straight down the middle. As he delivers the 2-0 pitch up and high and inside, ball 3. So with the 9th, this is the 9th batter here for the Hardhats in the bottom of the first. Jackson Reeder on deck. We go back to the top of the order after Giddings. So 3-0 pitch as new. This one is down the middle here for strike 1. As Giddings resets and re-enters the batter's box. New. To a 3-1 count. Here's his pitch. Swung on by Giddings. This is a high pop-up as the second baseman is under it. Doesn't make the catch. It drops. As here comes a run to score from third. They throw to third, not in time. So Hadley Burris makes this now a 6-8 game as they are trailing by 2. Still no outs in the bottom of the first inning. As now this will pull Jackson Reeder back to the plate here. As the second baseman for Gillette and Jet Hamilton, that was going into shallow center field. He was under it, and right as it came down, he didn't have it. It drops into center field as the Hardhats bring in a score. So Jackson Reeder 1 for 1 today with a single and a run. And new, first pitch comes in for a strike. Starts off 0-1. So Giddings on first, Karn on second, and Sales on third. An 0-1 start here to Jackson Reeder's second at bat. New's pitch comes up high, ball 1. One ball, one strike. It's a left-handed hitter in Jackson Reeder. This is anticipating to be a very high scoring game. 1-1 pitch comes. This one takes a bounce to the turf for ball 2. As Schilling makes that one stay in front of him. So 2-1. Hardhats bench fully into it now. They have the energy that they needed a little while ago. New. Up and out. Ball 3. We have seen 3 walks here for the Hardhats. We saw Hunt, Elder, and Karn all walk. And the 3-1. New on the mound. The pitch comes. This one is down low. Ball 4. And that will bring another runner to score. So it is now just a 1-run game, 7-8. And we will see another mound visit here from Gillette. As Blaine Hunt comes up to the plate. As Sales, who came in to score for that run. So Logan New, his night will come to an end as he came in for Kobe Craig, the starting pitcher. So we'll see who it is. Ethan Hecker, he will now be pitching, as I believe Lane Poole will go out to the center field. So with just some subtle changes for Gillette here, bases still remain loaded for the Hardhats with no outs. So Hecker, the right-hander, he will get warmed up, ready to go with Blaine Hunt making for his second at-bat. Hunt, who walked on his first at-bat, also having a run scored. So after a top of the first where a little rough to start, they come here in the bottom of the first and they act like nothing happened and just trail by one after trailing 8-0. So Blaine Hunt, as Ethan Hecker ready on the mound, we get set, back for action. As this inning nearing 1 hour from the game time at 7:30, and now 8:27, getting close. So Hecker, his first pitch now here on the mound, just the third pitcher for the Riders. Hunt's first one he sees, he takes a hit. This one is going to go into shallow left. The shortstop can't make the catch, and that will bring 1 run into score. So we have a tie game, 8-8. 16 total runs scored. The second time that Gillette has struggled to make those catches after losing them. So now 5 hits for each team with 1 error. So Wyatt Reeder, he comes to the plate. He singled on his first time up. As Hecker here with the call. Here's the first pitch to Reeder, as this one will drop down low for ball 1. 1-0 start. And for Wyatt Reeder, the Nebraska-Lincoln commit. The 1-0 pitch. This one outside, ball 2. 2 balls to no strikes. Giddings at third, with Jackson Reeder on second and Blaine Hunt on first. As Hecker shakes off the first call, waves his hand. Him and Schilling on the right page. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one a high and outside, ball 3. So 3-0 count for the first baseman, Wyatt Reeder. Still no outs in the bottom of the first. As Hecker digging his feet in the mound. Here's the 3-0 pitch. This one is in for a strike. So the 3-1 to Wyatt Reeder. Steps back into the left-handed batter's box. All base runners here with a lengthy lead. Hecker delivers. This one high and out, ball 4. So the Hardhats will now take their first lead of the game. They lead 9-8. For most of the inning with bases loaded with walks and hit by pitches to follow. So this one I'll pull up Kane McLeod as he got this fiesta started. When we first saw him, bases were loaded, took a hit by pitch to get the first run. So with bases loaded remain, here is Hecker to the left fielder, Kane McLeod. First pitch he sees, takes a swing. This is a ground ball picked up by the shortstop. He throws to third. It's going to get out of control. So Jackson Reeder comes to score. Blaine Hunt slides. He's safe. And that's 2 runs to add to it. So 11-8 is the score in a crazy first inning between these two teams. So runners on second and third. Kane McLeod adds to his total. So Josh Elder, first at bat with a walk, which also brought in a run following the bases loaded. As Hecker here with the pitch. This one up and out, ball one. 1-0 start to the Hardhats catcher. As I mentioned earlier, they split time over the past weekend between Elder and Palmer. 1-0. Hecker looks to second. Pitch comes. Swan on Elder. This is a hard hit ball into center field. This one is going to drop. Big hit from Elder. Runners rounding third. Reeder will come in to score as the throw to third. Trying to dodge it was McLeod, but they will get him. So 1 run will still come in to score as they get the runner out on third. So they'll have a courtesy runner come in for Elder after nailing a ball into center field. So 12 straight runs for the Hardhats here in the bottom of the first inning. So here comes Hadley Burris as he had a 2 RBI single on his first at-bat. That's when the bats started really getting hot for the Hardhats. And the first one that he will see, take it for ball one. The drop was not as expected there as Hecker would have thought. 1-0 to Burris, playing third base for the Hardhats. With Kessler, the courtesy runner, on second. Pitch comes. This one down low, ball two. It's a 2-0 to Burris. 12-8 the score with only 1 down after getting the runner out on third. As Hecker, the pitch comes. This one outside for ball 3. So 3 pitches, 3 balls here to Hadley Burris. And Hecker, we've seen 1 home run here this season on this field for the Hardhats, as that was Kane McLeod. Next pitch, Burris sees here for a strike, as that happened in Game 1 against Sheridan back on the 11th of April. 3 balls, 1 strike to Hadley Burris. A runner still on second for post 22. As Hecker, the right-hander, looking back and forth, he'll deliver the pitch. Swan on, popped up high in the air, as this one is going to go out of play. So with that foul ball, it makes it a 3-2 count. As Hecker will get a new ball, he checks it, make sure he wants it, as he will take it. Full count to Hadley Burris, as here is Ethan Hecker. Righty delivers, this one up high. Burris will take that for ball 4, puts him to first base. So Broden Sales, the designated hitter, as he will make his second at-bat. He singled on his first, also scoring a run today. As every Hardhats player has scored a run besides Josh Elder having a courtesy runner. So with runners on first and second, here's the first pitch Sales will see. This one, pitch goes outside for ball 1. So with a 1-0 count, Hecker gets his feet set here at the mound. Looks back to second again. Hamilton will back off. Here's the pitch. This one, same spot, outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. In the bottom of the first, a 12-8 lead now for the Hardhats after trailing 8-0 in the top of the first. Hecker, the 2-0 pitch comes as in for a strike. So 2-1 count to the designated hitter in Broden Sales. Usually see him on the mound throwing heaters. So Hecker with his call here on the mound. They'll look back to second. The 2-1 pitch comes to Sales. This one down low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. as Hecker signaling something towards the second baseman. 3-1. Hecker, the pitch comes to Sales. This one down the middle here for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sales will re-enter the batter's box after taking a brisk walk. And Hecker looking down. Full count. Look back to second. As he's going to step off, trying to quickly throw to second. As not in time with the pickoff attempt. As Kessler got back in time. So 3-2 for Broden Sales back at the plate. Hecker has the call. Pitch in his hand. He delivers. Swung on by Sales. This one is going into left field, as that will be a catch made. As that's just the second out here in the inning, as that was caught by the left fielder and Trajan Schrock. So Bridger Karn, the center fielder, makes his way up to the plate. He walked on his first at-bat of the game. So we're now seeing the 8th hitter in the lineup. The first time we have seen a flyout in today's game. So with 2 down, still runners on first and second. Hecker's first pitch to Karn takes a swing. He's going to foul this one up and over our heads here in the booth for an 0-1 start. So Karn, 0-1 following the foul ball. Hecker here, ready to throw his next pitch. Looks to Kessler on second as he double checks. Next pitch comes. This one outside. Karn fully watching that one go all the way through. So 1-1 on the at-bat. Hecker back on the mound. He leans down. The 1-1 pitch. As Karn lets that one slip through. Now in the strike zone for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Karn gets ready here for his next pitch that he will see. Hecker on the mound. As the 1-2 pitch comes, this one's swung on. This one is popped up high. This one is going to land in the crowd. So following the foul ball, still stays at a 1-2 count. And Hecker, who will get a new ball here. A very long first inning. The 1-2 pitch from Hecker, swung on a miss, strike 3. As the first strikeout of the game that we will see. So following an 8-run first inning from the Gillette Riders, the Hardhats answered back and put 12 up on the scoreboard to make this a 12-8 game after the end of the first inning. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back to start the second. Alright, welcome back here to Hardhats TV as we get ready to start the second inning. We see a new pitcher on the mound here for the Hardhats in number 40, Braden Stapert. Following the crazy-driven first inning, as here comes to the plate the catcher, Kason Schilling. As Schilling on his first at-bat of the game, he was walked. So Stapert was made a visit on the mound in Sheridan earlier on the weekend. So he comes in to pitch in his second game this season. So we get ready here to start the second. As Stapert, the first pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. So we go 0-1. Start the second inning of the catcher, Schilling. And Stapert, the 0-1 pitch. This one takes a bounce to the turf here for ball one. So with both teams and their bats being very, very hot, we'll see if one team can cool down another team's bats. As Stapert looking to be the answer to that. So 1-1, just two pitches in here to Schilling's second at-bat. Next pitch comes, takes a swing. This is a high fly ball as the shortstop Blaine Hunt calls everybody off, makes the catch for the first out here in the second inning. As here comes Ethan Hecker, who finished pitching there in the top of the first inning. Or bottom of the first inning. As Stapert, first pitch comes, as this one up high for ball one. As Hecker, on his first at-bat, had a 2 RBI double. And really kind of started to get the scoring there for Gillette. Next pitch he sees, Stapert throws a strike. So we will go 1-1 here. Hecker, who started this game at third base. As Stapert delivers, this one comes up high for ball two. A 2-1 count. As Stapert, the pitch comes here to Hecker. Swung on a ground ball. Blaine Hunt is there, and he can't get the scoop. This one squeezes past him and rolls into left field. So that will put a runner here on first, as that is the second error on the day here for the Hardhats. So this will pull up Kason Wood, the right fielder. So Stapert gets ready here on the mound, facing the Riders' right fielder. First pitch comes, as this one in for a strike. Wasn't very confident on that swing, as Stapert put that one through the middle. The 0-1, as Stapert, pitch comes. This one in tight for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. With Hecker on first, following his hit that was erred by Blaine Hunt at shortstop. And Stapert, the 1-1 pitch, as this one on that top left corner counted for strike two. So 1-2 with one down following the pop-up from Kason Schilling to start off the second inning, which was caught by Blaine Hunt into shallow left field for the shortstop. And Stapert delivers. This one bounces the turf as Elder, very well done to get behind that one, as the runner eyes wide open trying to get to second. So following that pitch, it comes to a 2-2 count. As Stapert, pitch comes, swung on, caught right back to an incredible catch. Braden Stapert pitched, it was hit right back to him, makes the catch, and then nonchalantly throws it to first. What a sequence. So just like that, 1, 2, 3, and we're done with the top of the second inning. So the Hardhats get away with that. We go to the bottom of the second, still holding on to that 12-8 lead. You don't see that happen very often. as Braden Staper makes the catch. So Ethan Hecker back on the mound here for the Gillette Riders. As the next batter here for the Post 22 Hardhats will be Tayton Giddings, followed by Jackson Reeder and Blaine Hunt. So it's the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. So as Gillette will sling some baseballs in the infield as they will get warmed up here. With the sun down, as the weather is starting to cool off a little bit, currently 44 degrees, a little bit chilly, with the wind just being barely there on this Wednesday evening.
Leadoff man for the Hardhats. Number 21, Giddings.
So Giddings, as he will take his walk here to the batter's box, as Hecker throwing his last warm-up pitch. So a little bit of a rough pitching go for Gillette in the first inning. They went through 3 pitchers. It started off with Kobe Craig, the starter, and then followed off with Logan New, and now ending up at Ethan Hecker, who remains here in the game. So Giddings, 1 for 1 today, a single and a run scored. And the Hardhats keep their run streak going here against Gillette. So Hecker, first pitch here to start off the second inning, as this one comes up high for ball 1. 1-0 start. Taps home plate. Giddings gets ready. Hecker, the 1-0 pitch comes. Swung on. This is a ground ball. Sneaks right to the shortstop. Makes the catch to throw to first for out number 1. So Jackson Reeder, the second baseman, he has a single and a walk today. 1 RBI and a run. 2 runs scored. So following the leadoff ground out from Giddings, first pitch here from Hecker comes up high and outside for ball 1. It's a 1-0 start. Hecker, his next pitch comes. Reeder lets that one go through here for strike 1. Jackson Reeder with 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Hecker not shilling the catcher. Pitch comes as a little drop. Not enough to get in the strike zone here. Taken for ball 2. Mentioned earlier, for Jackson Reeder leading the team with walks on the year. He has 6 now, with already having 1 here in this game. Hecker's next pitch comes up for ball 3. So 3-1 count to Jackson Reeder, making his 3rd plate appearance, as every hitter has had 2 at-bats. Hecker, the 3-1 pitch comes. Reeder takes a swing. This is right to the third baseman. Plays the bounce. Throws to first. The stretch. The catch is made for out number 2. So with Reeder grounding out to third, but it's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, just the first 2 batters. This pulls up Blaine Hunt, a walk and a single for him today with 2 runs scored. As here is Hecker. And the first pitch, Hunt will see this one inside for ball 1. A good close call pitch there. 1-0 start for Hunt. As Hecker gets set, delivers. Hunt takes a hard hit ball. This one into center field, still going back. Center fielder under it makes the catch for the 3rd and final out here in the second inning. So center fielder and Carson Persifield making the catch for the Riders, and that will do it for the second inning. We'll start the 3rd still at a 12-8 score. We'll take another break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back to start the 3rd inning. All right, we're back and ready to go here to start the third inning as Staper remains on the mound. So Tyler Rambo, the first baseman, as he will come in leadoff hit for the third. 1-for-1 today with a single. So Staper, after having an impressive second inning pitching, first one here to the third as starts off a swing, getting a piece of a foul ball here. We'll go for an 0-1 count. So a new ball given to Staper. Hardhats scoring 12 consecutive runs after trailing 8-0 in the first inning after an hour and 2-minute long first inning. As Staper, the next pitch comes in for a strike. So 2 strikes on 2 pitches as Rambo thought that was going to be close to hitting him. It falls in the strike zone. 0-2. Braden Staper on the mound, kicks and deals. Pitch comes as in for strike 3, looking 3 pitches for a 3-pitch strikeout. And Braden Staper starting off the inning just right. So the first strikeout the Hardhats have seen here today as catches Rambo looking. So now this will pull in Trajan Schrock, the left fielder. Staper's first pitch that he will offer comes down low for ball 1. For Schrock, the left fielder, as he walked with bases loaded, also getting an RBI for his name tonight. Next pitch comes. This is a swung ball, gets past Burris. Hunt is there. The throw to first just won't reach in time. So that will be a base hit there for Gillette, coming from Trajan Schrock, and pulls in Jet Hamilton. So Jet Hamilton, the second baseman for the Gillette Riders. After Schrock's ground ball, that one just kind of trailing and coming in. So Staper here with a runner on first with 1 down. And the first pitch comes, this one down low for ball 1. So now the 9th hitter in the lineup here for Jet Hamilton. He is 0-for-1 today with the ground out. That one was scooped up by Jackson Reeder back in the first inning. And the 1-0 pitch, Staper. This one just down low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes as Hamilton re-enters the batter's box. Runner on first following his base hit. Staper throws over, Reeder the tag, and the pickoff attempt unsuccessful. 2-0 still here on the count for Hamilton. And Staper lifts the leg. Pitch comes. This one down low here for ball 3. So 3 pitches, 3 balls and no strikes here in the top of the third inning. As Staper finding some extra grip here. And the 3-0 pitch. Deep breath from a Staper at the mound. Hands one off. This one in for a strike here. And the first one here on this at-bat. We go 3-1. So with Lane Poole, the runner on first. Next pitch comes outside for ball 4. And that's the first walk allowed from Braden Staper here on the day. So that's Lane Poole who hit for Trajan Schrock, as he is now on second base there. Elder quickly talking to Staper there. So now this will pull up Carson Persifield, as he has a single and a walk here today. So Gillette having runners on first and second. As Staper's pitch comes, this one is outside for ball 1. 1-0 start. Persifield, the center fielder, back into the batter's box here. The left-handed hitter facing off against a right-handed pitcher. Staper, the 1-0 pitch comes. This one in for strike 1. That one just popping out of the glove of Elder behind the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Staper at the turn, looks down the middle. So the reader playing off the bag on first. As Poole with his lead on second for Gillette. As Staper at the 1-1 pitch as he will actually take a step off here. So he returns to the mound. He's set and ready to go here. Persifield matches him as he's back in the batter's box. Staper, another look at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Comes down the middle. This one is softly hit. That one will go for a foul ball there on that third base line. So Persifield trying to get with a sneaky hit there to try to put bases loaded here for yet another time in this game. He'll just be held off for another pitch. So Staper gets ready here back at the mound. Persifield facing a 1-2 count following the foul ball. Staper has his pitch in the hand. And the 1-2 delivery comes. Swung on. This one's dropped. As Elder. So it's going to be a strikeout. Even though it was dropped, they're just going to call him out. So that's 2 down here in the third inning. 2 down with still 2 on here. As this now will pull up Riley Hawk. He has a single, and then he also had a single off the error. As that one came from Blaine Hunt. As Staper, another look. Here comes the pitch. This one ducking out of the way was Hawk, preventing from getting hit. So the 1-0 start here in the third inning. Hawk, the shortstop for the Gillette Riders this evening, facing the 1-0 pitch count. As Staper offers his second pitch. This one comes down low for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And with 2 outs following the strikeout from Carson Persifield. And Staper delivers. This one again coming very, very close to Hawk. That one for ball 3. So Staper walks up the hill, back to the mound, with a 3-ball, no strike count here. And the 3-0 pitch. This one takes a bounce in the turf for ball 4 and puts bases loaded here for Gillette. So Kobe Craig, who started this game off pitching for Gillette, he will come in to hit now. This is his third at-bat. A single and a ground out today. He's 1 for 2. And with 2 outs. As Staper with his feet placement on the mound. As the call, first pitch here to Craig. And this one will drop in for a great strike. 0-1 to start. As Staper, next pitch comes, and for strike 2. That one a little bit more inside for Craig after that first one was outside. 0-2 count as Staper here with the pitch. It comes. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Braden Staper there in that inning. As that will do it for the top of the third. So still no runs scored after that very long first inning. But Staper comes in to do the job in the second and third inning. So he will strike out Tyler Rambo, Carson Persifield, and Kobe Craig. They're in that third inning. As the next hitters here for post 22, as they are going to be Wyatt Reeder, Kane McLeod, and Josh Elder. Those are the 3 due up for the post 22 Hardhats. So as we wait here for them to get their warm-up pitches in, we'll take a look here at some MLB scores. So for the 2 current games going on, The New York Mets holding a 5-0 lead over the Colorado Rockies, and the Pittsburgh Pirates up 1-0 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Those are the two only current games. As we go into our final scores, the Tampa Bay Rays get their 24th win on the season, shutting out the Toronto Blue Jays of a score of 3-0. As we don't run out of time, we'll do that in the next inning as Wyatt Reeder comes up to the plate here. For him today, a single and a walk with 2 runs scored. As we will still see Ethan Hecker on the mound for Gillette. Starting off the bottom of the third, Hardhats up by 4, 12-8. And the first pitch comes. Reeder lets that one go through here for strike 1. 0-1 start. Hecker. Next pitch, he's got it. He offers it. This one outside, ball 1. As still a 1-1 count. Hecker. Pitch comes. That one up high, ball 2. So Wyatt Reeder, 2 balls and 1 strike. Lead off in the bottom of the third. On deck, Kane McLeod, and following him, Josh Elder. 2-1 pitch comes. A pitch that goes a little out of control. That one going outside and high for ball 3. 3-1. Reeder back in the batter's box. Hecker here with his next pitch. As it comes to the plate, Reeder takes a swing. This one is hit into left field, makes the catch near the warning track for out number 1. So Reeder with the fly to center to left field. This will pull up Kane McLeod. For him today, having a total of 3 RBIs, a hit by pitch, and a single. His last at bat hitting the 2 RBI single. So with Reeder, leadoff hitter, going down with the out. First pitch, McLeod sees, he will duck and takes that one for ball 1. A 1-0 count as Hecker adjusting something here very fast. He's set on the mound. And the 1-0 pitch to McLeod comes. This one outside for ball 2. And 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out. Hecker, the right-hander. Pitch comes. McLeod takes a swing. This one beautifully hit. A hard hit 1-2. Right off the mound into center field. So Kane McLeod, back-to-back singles for him and puts him on first. So Josh Elder, as he comes to the plate here. For Elder with a walk on his first at-bat, and on his second at-bat had an RBI double. So with McLeod on first, as Hecker looking in the corner of his eye. First pitch comes to Elder. This one down low for ball 1. The 1-0 start for the Hardhats catcher. Hecker again looking to McLeod at first. Next pitch comes. He takes a swing. This one right to first. He throws to second. Throws back to first. Not in time. So a fielder's choice there for Josh Elder. So this will pull up the third baseman, Hadley Burris. So with 2 outs, and now courtesy runner in for Josh Elder. This is Ryan Kesler on first base. So Burris today, that 2 RBI single on his first at-bat and then walked on his second. As Hecker first pitch to Burris, this one squeezes past. It's a wild pitch, and Kesler will advance to second as Schilling picks it up there from the backstop. So 1-0 start here for Burris as home plate umpire giving Schilling here a second to recoup. So 1-0 as Hecker another look down the middle. Hadley Burris, a senior at Rapid City Central High School. As the pitch comes, he takes a swing. This one a little lofter. This one is squeezed through. What a bounce it took. And that will be a base hit for Hadley Burris. So that puts runners on the corners here for the Hardhats as they face 2 outs here. So Broden sails the DH as he will come in now. So Kessler at third and Burris on first. And Schilling alerting his infielders. Sales today, 1 for 2, a single and a flyout. As here is Hecker back to the mound. And the first pitch here coming to Broden Sales. Takes a swing and misses here for strike 1. So 1-0 as Hadley Burris, a well-hit ball. That one had a lot of spin on it when it landed. Spun back towards third base, throwing the third baseman off of his route to pick it up. Next pitch comes into Sales. This one drops too soon before reaching the glove of Schilling for ball 1. 1-1 count as Broden Sales as he regrips his batting gloves. As Hecker the 1-1 pitch. Looking at Burris on first. Has a good lead. And a quick time here called by Sales. So Hecker, who was waiting there to see if Burris was going to go, and Sales actually takes the timeout and will settle both down. So 1-1. Hecker's pitch comes. Sales swings and misses here for strike 2. So with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corners on first and third. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, still a 12-8 lead for the Hardhats. As Hecker looks down to Broden Sales at bat. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. Burris takes off, swings and misses for strike 3, and that's out number 3 here in the 3rd inning. So we end 3 innings, and the score is still 12-8. We'll take a short break here, and we'll be back to start the 4th inning here on Hardhats TV. Welcome back, and we're ready to go here for the 4th inning between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Gillette Riders. Braden Staper, after his 2 great innings of pitching, he returns here to start the 4th. So we'll see the catcher, Kason Schilling. On his last at-bat, he had the pop-up to Blaine Hunt at shortstop. So we get set here to start the 4th. Braden Stapert, the first pitch comes, and this one is in for strike 1. That one coming inside and close to Schilling. As Stapert with the 0-1 start, pitch comes. This one takes a bounce off the turf for ball 1. So Eller will go and pick it up. He throws it to Stapert. So 1-1 even count here for number 24, Kason Schilling. Stapert's pitch comes. This one down the middle for strike 2, putting some Chinese mustard onto that fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stapert, the windup. delivers as this one coming up high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Schilling. As Staper quickly steps down, pitch comes, swings and misses for strike 3. And the first out here in the inning, and just the 4th strikeout of the game for Braden Staper. So Ethan Hecker, as he will come in now on this at-bat. Staper, first pitch he offers. This one comes in down low. Look back to second. Staper's pitch comes. This one is down low for ball 1. 1-0 start here to Kason Wood on this at-bat, the right fielder. As Staper will fix his cleat really fast here on the mound. As it looks like he is set and ready to go. So following the Ethan Hecker double that was hit to right field, as Giddings wasn't able to reach the catch. And Staper's pitch, this is a ground ball. This one is scooped up here by Hunt, throws to first, and that'll be the second out here in the inning, and that'll move the runner from second to third. So here comes the first baseman, and Tyler Rambo. A single and a strikeout here today. With 2 outs. And first pitch, Staper offers. That one is in for a strike. So an 0-1 start here on this at-bat. Staper, the next pitch comes. This one looking for a little bit more drop. That one up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Rambo. Staper kicks. This one is going to hit him in the elbow. So the home plate umpire is talking to Elder here. It looked like he lifted that arm up, but so he will take his base. They're going to give him some time here if he needs it. So the athletic trainer will go and visit him here very fast on that first base line. Took that one in the higher elbow in that shoulder area. So he will get checked on here, as Elder was also pleading his case to see if he went to go lift his elbow to intentionally get hit by the baseball, as it didn't work out in his case. So if the hit by pitch, which I believe will stand, I'll put runners on the corners. So home plate umpire and the infield umpire are going to talk about this, after Coach Downs also wanting an explanation, as it looks like Rambo, after getting checked on, he is okay on first base following that hit by pitch. So now this will pull up Lane Poole. So Poole, only 1 at-bat here so far today, as he registered for a single. So Staper with runners on first and third now, with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As the home plate umpire with the thumbs up. Stapert's first pitch on this at-bat comes up high, that one for ball one. So now the Gillette Riders, they're starting to see some life here as they get players here on bags, and their dugout's starting to come alive again. 1-0 start, Stapert as he kicks and deals. Pitch comes up and high again for ball two. 2 pitches in, 2 balls. Here given to Lane Poole. He sets back in the batter's box. Stapert loosens the shoulder. And the 2-0 pitch coming. This one down low, ball 3. As the 3-0 count, as Eller make sure to find that one to prevent from Rambo running off into second. So 3 balls, no strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. For Lane Poole at bat. Stapert lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. So it's going to be a 3-1 as Poole gets one last look at what he wants to do here. Stapert's pitch comes, swung on, fouls. We go to full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A very important pitch in this game. The runner on third in scoring position for Gillette. With full count. As Stapert, deep breath on the mound. The 3-2 pitch is coming. Runner takes off. As this one is going to be a softly hit ball. Jackson Reeder, the scoop, underhands at Reeder. The slide! And he gets him out. A great stretch from Wyatt Reeder. And that'll be the 3rd out here in the inning. So Jackson Reeder, the scoop of the glove. As he just kind of threw it from his glove to his brother Wyatt Reeder. Almost went into the full splits and makes the out. So that does it for the top of the 4th. After Gillette leaving 2 runners on the bags on first and third. So we get ready for the bottom of the 4th. After Lane Poole really tried to get there to first in time. Great stretch play made there from Wyatt Reeder. So the 3 hitters due up here for post 22 are going to be Bridger Karn, Tate Giddings, and Jackson Reeder. So it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters that will be up. So we'll still see Ethan Hecker pitching for Gillette.
Joins this weekend as the Bullets Expos and Hardhats will all be in action throughout this Father's Day weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Check the Post 22 website for more information for all the game times, and check out our beautiful scoreboard with all the information as well.
So Bridger Karn, who gets his arms loosened up here before entering for his 3rd at-bat of the game.
Leading off the inning for the Hardhats, number 8, Bridger Karn.
So Bridger Karn, the center fielder, a walk on his first at-bat and a strikeout on his second. So Hecker back on the mound here for the Riders. First pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. Karn starts off 0-1. Hecker with his feet set back on the mound. Pitch comes. This one taken down low for ball 1. So Karn with 2 pitches and no swings. And Hecker, the righty, hurls one to home plate. Swung on by Karn. This one is into center field. Under it and makes the catch is Carson Persifield. And that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. So Giddings, he will come in now following the first out in the inning. Giddings a single and a ground out today, 1 for 2 for the right fielder. As Hecker's pitch comes, this one is going to be taken up high for ball 1. 1-0 start. Hecker has the pitch call from Schilling. As this one is going to hit Giddings in the back. So a hit by pitch puts him on first. So Ryan Kesler, as he will come in here to make his first at-bat of the game. We've seen him be a courtesy runner for Josh Elder. He comes in a spot to bat for Jackson Reeder. So Hecker with this call following the hit by pitch to Giddings, who is on first. As first pitch to Kesler, this one is high and inside for ball one. Ryan Kesler with the 1-0 count. As here is Hecker. Next pitch comes. Swan on. This is a ground ball. Picked right back up to him. He's going to throw to second. Gets him out. Throws to first. Just not going to be in time. So a fielder's choice with 2 down. So here is the shortstop, Blaine Hunt. For Blaine with a walk, a single, and a flyout. Making his 4th at-bat of the game. Now look over to Kesler on first. As Hecker's first pitch on this at-bat will come. Hunt takes a swing and will miss here for strike one. 0-1 start. He looks over to Coach Downs, gives him the call sign. Kesler with his lead on first. Hecker. Pitch comes. This one takes a bounce. Actually going to take a piece of Hunt. Hits him in the leg. So the 3rd hit by pitch for him on the season. So now pulls in Wyatt Reeder. Reeder a single walk and a flyout for him today as well. So he has runners on first and second with 2 outs. As he takes himself into the batter's box here. As here is Hecker on the mound. He's been in here for quite some time. First pitch Reeder sees, takes a swing. That was a hooking left ball. That one goes foul on that first base line. A lot of speed on that one. So following the foul ball, 0-1 for Wyatt Reeder. With Ryan Kesler on second and Blaine Hunt on first. Following the fielder's choice in the hit by pitch for how those two got on base. 0-1. Ethan Hecker. Next pitch to Reeder comes as this one is in the strike zone for strike 2. So 2 pitches in, 2 strikes to the first baseman in Reeder. As Ethan Hecker with his lead on from the mound here. Lean down. Has his call. The 0-2 pitch. Hecker delivers. This one is going to be down low. Gets past the catcher, and they're going to have runners advance from first and second to second and third. So that's the first ball here on this at-bat for Wyatt Reeder. 1-2 count now. So with a runner in scoring position and Ryan Kesler on third. And Blaine Hunt on first or second. Opens first base wide up. Hecker. With the call, the 1-2 pitch to Reeder comes. This one is going to hit him on the top of the cleat. So he will take his bag, and that's 2 hit by pitches here for Hecker, and it looks like we might see his night come to an end. So with bases loaded, we'll see what the action here on the mound will look like. So Hecker will come to an end. And I believe we'll wait here for the confirmation of the new pitcher. But batting next for the Hardhats will be Kane McLeod. So the new pitcher is number 21, Riker Opsel. So they stick with the righty, their fourth pitcher here of the game. Started off with Kobe Craig, followed by Logan New, then Ethan Hecker, and now to Riker Opsel. So he'll get warmed up. Kane McLeod, as he will be ready for his fourth at-bat of the game. McLeod, who has been on base all three of his at-bats. He had that hit by pitch on his first time up, hit the 2 RBI single on his second, and then followed with a single on his third at-bat. So he quite definitely has a little bit of a hot bat here in this game. We still haven't seen a run scored since the first inning. Total of 20 runs in that first inning. And it's 12-8 lead for the Hardhats in the bottom of the fourth inning. So a key at bat for both teams. You have bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth, as the Hardhats can run up a lot more runs, or can Gillette stop them here with a new pitcher in Opsal? So this will look to be the final warm-up pitch. So Kessler on third, Hunt on second, Wyatt Reeder on first. So Kane McLeod, the left fielder, he will come in now with bases loaded as Riker Opsal, his first pitch will look to come. So he has his call from his catcher in Schilling. And the first pitch comes. A little bit of a drop ball. This one is in for a strike. So Kane McLeod, who will settle into this pitcher after his first pitch was thrown for Opsal. A look down. Has his call from Schilling, the catcher. Looks to Kessler on third. Pitch is in as McLeod takes a swing. That one took a foul and went directly down into home plate. So 0-2 count here. 2 outs for Kane McLeod following that foul ball. Riker Opsal waiting the call from Schilling. He's got it. As the 0-2 pitch comes down, as this one is going to be up high, McLeod will take that one for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, but Schilling will have a quick chat here with Opsal on the mound. Maybe sharing an idea of something that he sees that he doesn't. So they wrap that one up there on the mound. Kane McLeod facing 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Back in the batter's box. So Schilling gives the pitch. Opsal receives it. Bases loaded. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one is going to bounce out of the glove as Kessler will come in to score. He slides, and he is safe. And now it is a 13-8 game. The first run scored since the first for both teams. So now that puts runners for the Hardhats at second and third, as McLeod now will face a new count with 2 balls and 2 strikes. As here is Opsal on the mound. The 2-2. Straight legged on the mound. Deep breath. Here comes the pitch, as this one is going to be just a little high of the strike zone for ball 3. So Kane McLeod, who started 0-2, now facing a full count here with 2 outs after Kessler, who came in to score after a pitch that went all the way back to the backstop after hitting off Schilling's tip of the glove. 3-2. Here is Ospel. Pitch is up and high, ball 4. And that will be a walk. It puts bases loaded for the Hardhats.
Wow, crosswalk. The break to the plate. Number 25, Josh Heller.
So Josh Elder, he will come in now for the Hardhats catcher. He has 2 RBIs today, a walk, a double, and then he had the fielder's choice on his last at-bat with bases loaded. As here comes the pitch. First one is in for a strike call. Or sorry, ball 1. Got him mixed around. Elder getting ready here to see a second pitch on this at-bat. Opsel taking a second there. And the 1-0 pitch comes to Elder. This one is high and outside for ball 2. Elder, the left-handed hitting catcher, returns to the batter's box. Opsel receives the pitch, ready to deliver it. 2-0 comes. This one is going to be taken up a little high, but it'll be counted here for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, just the first strike on this at-bat for Elder. As Opsel receives the call yet again. Lifts the leg, pitch comes, swung on. Elder gets a piece of it. He will foul. So puts this count 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. So Elder, after fouling, bases are loaded with 2 outs still. In the bottom of the 4th inning, a 13-8 score now. Opsel looks straight down as the 2-2 pitch will come. Elder takes a swing. This one to the second baseman, makes the catch, throws to first. And the 3rd out here in the inning. So the Hardhats able to get 1 run scored there as they make it a 13-8 game. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back to start the 5th inning. All right, we're back and ready to go here to start the 5th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 16, Sam Schroeder. So Riker Ospel, who will be the first batter here as Schroeder comes in. We see a little bit of a change here in the infield. Brixton Steen will come in now and play first base. Wyatt Reeder is shifted towards second. And Ryan Kessler will be put in the outfield. So Schroeder, we also saw him pitch in Sheridan. 2 innings pitched, having a 3.5 ERA. No walks and 1 strikeout. First pitch here to Aspel. This one gets a piece of it and will foul off, so we'll go to an 0-1 count. Oh-1, Schroeder kicks the leg, pitch comes in. This one, that'll be counted for as strike 2. 0-2 count. And a bit of a pitcher versus pitcher matchup with Aspel, who finished the 4th inning. Schroeder's next pitch comes in, swings and misses. Strike 3. 3 pitches in and already 1 out.
Strike 3 for call number 1. That's going to bring to the plate number 3, Carson Persefield.
So Carson Persefield will come in now, as he has a single, a walk, and a strikeout. First pitch that comes to him for ball 1. Schroeder back and ready. Next pitch comes, as this one is here for strike 1. That one wasn't going to take the full swing, went about halfway. It was in the strike zone, so a 1-1 count. As Schroeder kicks and deals. Next pitch comes, swung on hard. This one is to Wyatt Reeder playing second. He throws to Steen at first. Makes the catch there for the 2nd out on the ground out. So here comes Riley Hawk, the shortstop for Gillette. For him on tonight's game with a single off an error and a flyout. So Schroeder's first pitch to him, he takes a swing and misses for strike 1. That one, which hit the plate right before it even came to the batter's box. So starts off 0-1. 2 at-bats and with 2 outs here already. As Sam Schroeder takes the pitch. This one is in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Schroeder set and ready again. Has an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and it is dropped. Elder will tag him and gets him. So just like that, all 3 batters go down with 3 outs here at the top of the 5th inning. Sam Schroeder with 2 strikeouts. That one to Riley Hawk. So the Hardhats going into the bottom of the 5th. And the hitters due up here will be Burris, Sales, and Karn. So as we get into our MLB final scores here of the game, as the Milwaukee Brewers defeated the St. Louis Cardinals today of a score of 6-2, and the Dodgers really put on a beating to the Houston Astros, the final score being 12-2. The San Diego Padres defeating the San Francisco Giants 5-1. The Los Angeles Angels beating the Chicago White Sox 8-2. And the Mariners in a low-scoring game beat the Atlanta Braves 3-1. Red Sox showing a shutout over the Detroit Tigers 4-0. Phillies defeat the Athletics 6-3. Orioles over the Marlins 7-4. And the Nationals really beating down on the Minnesota Twins of a final score of 15-2. And the Texas Rangers defeat the New York Yankees 6-1. Cubs in extra innings get it done over the Cincinnati Reds of a score of 7-6. And the Cleveland Guardians defeated the Kansas City Royals of a final score of 3-1. So those are all the final scores, and we're back here for the top of the 5th. Hadley Burris comes to the plate. Burris today with 2 singles, a walk, and 2 RBIs for him today. So Opsal remains on the mound here for Gillette for the bottom of the 5th. So the first pitch here in the bottom of the 5th, as this will come into Burris, and this one will go outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Possible has his feet where he wants them. Burris, the third baseman, also having a hot bat in this game. Next pitch he sees takes a swing. This one on the first base line. It just hooks left. We'll take a bounce over the fence and into the Hardhats bullpen. So with the foul ball, this will go to a 1-1 count. Opsal, right-handed pitcher, waiting the call here from his catcher in Schilling. As they're waiting, pitch comes to Burris. This one bounces in the turf first for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Burris getting his final things that he does here before the pitch comes. And the 2-1. Down low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Just the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th inning for Hadley Burris. As Opsal with the lean on down in. Lifts the leg, pitch comes as hesitant there was Burris. Held off on the swing. That one is in for strike 2. Full count for Burris with Broden Sales on deck. And waiting here for the pitch. And Opsal lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one is taken for ball 4 as Burris will earn the walk.
Burris draws the walk. As we bring to the plate, number 28, Broden Sales.
As Sales the DH, a single, a flyout, and a strikeout, 1 for 3. So he's having a chat here with the home plate umpire and catcher as the left-handed hitter comes in. So Burris takes his lead off first. Opsal peeks over the shoulder. And the first pitch here on this at-bat, Sales takes a little step back. That one taken for ball 1. 1-0 to start off. Coach Downs there with the call on the third base line. Just for the second pitch here, Sales will see. Opsal delivers. This one down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Here for Broden Sales, the 7th hitter of the lineup. And then on deck following Sales is Bridger Karn, the center fielder. As next pitch comes, Sales takes a swing. This one is popped up high. Schilling ditches the mask. He is under it, can't make the catch. Really close to it, as that one goes for a foul ball. So 2-1 count after Sales popped that one up and high, and it goes behind and really close there to the fence. Behind, right by the camera. So 2 balls and 1 strike. As Opsal, another peek over to Burris on first. Proceeds with his walk-off as he is a little bit of a standout. He slides into first and is safe. As Burris may have jumped the gun there a little bit too early, thinking that Opsal was going to take the pitch. But all is good as he comes back in safe. So 2-1. Now Opsal making sure he has one eye on Sales and one eye on Burris. The 2-1 pitch comes. Sales takes a swing and misses here for strike 2. So just the second batter here in the bottom of the 5th. And Broden Sales as he takes a walk outside the box. And now he will re-enter. Draws his line on home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Opsal on the mound. Another look over on Burris on first. And the pickoff attempt not going to be in time. Burris with the slide back there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch comes in to Sales, and he will catch him looking. So that's going to be the first out here in the inning.
Sales goes down for the first out of the inning. As we bring to the plate, number 8, Bridger Karn.
So Bridger Karn comes in following the Broden Sales strikeout looking. First one on the day for Riker Opsal. And first pitch, Karn sees in for a strike. And Karn on his last at-bat had the fly out to center field. So Burris still remained on first following his walk. The 0-1 start for Karn. Here's the pitch. This one takes a bounce as for ball one. 1-1 count. Another call from Coach Downs there on the third baseline. And Opsal straight on the mound, throws to first, the tag to Burris, and safe. One after that last pitch was thrown over to Burris on first, trying to get him out. It was unsuccessful. They do it again. Burris slides in safe. So back-to-back times trying to catch Burris sleeping, but he is wide awake. So Opsal. 1-1 here for Bridger Karn. Here's the pitch. This one is in for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Karn hasn't taken a swing here yet. Burris with his another lead. Opsal looking back and forth at the home plate and first base. Here is the pitch. Karn takes a nice swing. This one lands in a shallow left field, or into center field, and that'll be a base hit for Karn. This is Taton Giddings, the right fielder. On his last at-bat, he got hit by a pitch. Also having a single and a ground out here in tonight's game. So the runner's on first and second with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. This one down low. Runners are going to take off. The throw to third. Burris is in safe. So they put runners on 2 and 3. And Giddings starts off 1-0. So he gets a thumbs up to re-enter into the batter's box. As Opsal here with the pitch. This one is swung on. That one into right field. As 1 run's going to come in, they're going to send Karn from second. The throw to home won't be in time. So a 2 RBI single. And that makes this game a 15-8 score. So Taton Giddings brings in 2 runs to score. So now 15 consecutive runs for the Hardhats. And now Brixton Steen, who will make his first plate appearance and first at-bat after he comes in for Jackson Reeder. So Opsal, first one, this will drop it. Giddings will take off to second. So a stolen base there. First one today. Opsal with the lead on in. Giddings on second. The 0-1 pitch comes. This one is going to be up high for ball 1. So Schilling will have a talk here with Opsal on the mound. Brixton Steen at bat. So he'll take practice swings outside while Schilling returns behind the plate. Opsal waiting for his call. Steen awaits in the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch. This one is in for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. We've only seen 1 out. That was the strikeout from Broden Sales. With Giddings still on second base. Opsel, the righty, delivers. Steen takes the hit. This one is into left field as that will be caught as Giddings won't tag up. So that'll be the second out. So Blaine Hunt, as he will come in now. On his last at bat, he got hit by the pitch. So with Giddings still stuck on second after he hit a 2 RBI single, which brought in Karn and Burris to score. As Opsel awaiting. We'll look to Giddings on second. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to get Hunt for the second time this game. So that's 2 games now that he has been hit by pitch twice. And now pulls up Wyatt Reeder. As Wyatt Reeder on his last at bat, he was also hit by pitch. Having a single, a walk, a flyout, and a hit by pitch for him on this evening's game. Almost nearing the 10 o'clock mark here. After a 1 hour and 2 minute first inning, both teams combine a lot of scoring with 20 runs. First pitch he sees, this one will go in for a strike. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, Giddings on second and Hunt on first. Opsel puts his feet where he wants them here on the bump. As he will take a step off, so another reset button here for both Reeder and Opsel, the batter and the pitcher. So he has his call. Here's the 0-1. Pitch comes. Reeder will hold off, but that one is for strike 1. So an 0-1 start for Wyatt Reeder. Opsel looking to get for his second pitch here on this at-bat. And he will take another step off. So maybe trying to kill some of the 0-2 is the count here to Reeder. 0-2 pitch. This one is going to hit Reeder as it hits him off the leg. So that will put bases loaded. That's back-to-back at-bats for him now. So Kay McLeod will come in. His last at-bat, he had the walk. So with bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, a 15-8 lead. As Opsel looking down the middle, I'll look over to second base. Here comes the first pitch that McLeod will see. This one is taken down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Opsel looks down. Schilling here has the call. The 1-0 pitch comes. McLeod didn't go fully for the swing as they check with the infield and he says he didn't go. So 2-0 count for Kay McLeod. Opsel, 2 pitches in. He has delivered 2 balls. Lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Josh Elder on deck. As McLeod waits for his next pitch. 2-1, Opsel lifts the leg. This one bounces in the turf off the chest pad, as this will be for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike for Kay McLeod. He has also been hit by pitch in this game and then walked on his last at-bat. The 3-1. Opsel Pitch is down low, ball 4, and that brings a runner in to score. So 16-8. So Josh Elder will come in now. So Giddings will come in to score for that run. So bases will remain loaded. Josh Elder, on his last at-bat, he had that fielder's choice. He was safe at first, runner out on second. Opsal, the first pitch that he offers to Elder is in here for strike 1. 0-1. Coach Downs telling Elder to let the barrel roll down. 0-1. Elder waiting. Opsal will take a step off the mound here. Hardhats, since the first inning, they have been in control of this game. Top of the first they were, following the 8-run first inning for Gillette. As Opsal, the 0-1 pitch, swung on this one right to the second baseman. He will scoop it, throws to first, and will make the out. So the Hardhats up 16-8 after 5 innings. We go to the 6th. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 6th inning. All right, back and ready to go here to start the 6th inning. Batting first for Gillette is number 11, Kobe Craig. For him today, 1 for 3, a single, ground out, and a strikeout. So Sam Schroeder remains pitching for the Hardhats, as he will get ready and set. First pitch, swung on a missed here for strike 1. 0-1 start for Kobe Craig, who started this game pitching and third in the lineup for Gillette. Schroeder, the 0-1. Next pitch comes in for strike 2. With Kaysen Schilling on deck and Ethan Hecker after. Those are the 3 due up. Schroeder, the 0-2. Pitch comes. This one is just going to be a little outside for ball 1. Elder a little upset at himself after that one popping out of the glove. So 1-2. As Schroeder, the pitch comes. As this one is for ball 2 again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter in Craig. Schroeder, the step down, pitch comes, swung on, fouls off and out of play. So sticking with a 2-2 count. as Craig re-enters the box. As Sam Schroeder, as the 2-2 pitch comes, swung on a miss, strike 3, and a strikeout for Sam Schroeder. So puts one down and pulls up Kason Schilling.
Number 24, Kason Schilling.
So Schilling, the catcher, a strikeout on his last at-bat. As Schroeder's first pitch that he offers, this one is going to be taken outside for ball 1. A 1-0 start for Kason Schilling. Schroeder kicks and deals. Next pitch comes. This one down low, ball 2. Just 2 pitches here on the second at-bat. Here in the inning, 2 pitches for 2 balls. Schroeder takes a second here off the mound, adjusting his shoulder. So the 2-0 count. Schroeder's pitch comes. This one is down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 count for Schilling. Next pitch comes. This one for strike 2. That one just trailing a little bit up towards the strike zone. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Started off 2-0. Last 2 for strikes. Schroeder kicks and deals. This one takes a bounce, ball 3. So full count for Schilling. Schroeder gets his call from Elder. Delivers the next pitch. This one in for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Schroeder. And he is just rolling. That's actually make it 3 in a row. He got Riley Hawk in the last inning, Craig and Schilling now. So this is Ethan Hecker. As Schroeder's first pitch comes, this one is in for a strike. On Hecker's last at-bat, he had a double. And Schroeder, the 0-1 start. Pitch comes. This one here taken a little bit lower here for ball 1. So the 1-1 count. As Schroeder, next pitch comes. Down low, ball 2. 2-1 count for the third baseman in Ethan Hecker. We've also seen him pitch a few times. Schroeder, 2-1 delivers. This one in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th. And Schroeder delivers, swung on. This one's dropped. Elder ditches the mask, and he will throw to first for the third out here in the top of the 6th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Hardhats still holding on to that 16-8 lead. After Sam Schroeder scares off 1, 2, and 3 hitters. So we will see a new pitcher come in for the Gillette Riders, as this is Lane Poole. And the leadoff hitters for the Hardhats, as it will be Burris, Sales, and Carm. Following Elder on the ground out to finish the 5th inning. So they're still sticking with the right-hander. Again, these two teams will face each other again next Wednesday in Gillette. Same time, those games will be streamed here on Hardhats TV. But with games happening this weekend here in Rapid City on Saturday and Sunday, both the Expos and the Hardhats will be playing. As the Hardhats play at 5:30 and 8 o'clock on Saturday, and on Sunday playing at 2 and 4:30 on Mother's Day. You can catch all those games as well on Hardhat TV, and as well follow along on Game Changer, the app on your iPhone. So, Hadley Burris, he will step in now on his last at bat with a walk. He has 2 walks and 2 singles today. So the Hardhats dugout arms swinging up in the air for Burris's walk-up song. So here is the new pitcher in Lane Poole. First one he offers, this one is going to come up for ball 1. So the 1-0 start as Poole gets his next call from Schilling, the catcher. Righty delivers this one down low and outside for ball 2 on Burris. 2-0. Poole. And the pitch down the middle. Burris swings and misses here for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for Hadley Burris. Playing third base for the Hardhats this evening. As Lane Poole. As the pitch comes on in, this one, strike 2. Burris holds back on the swing on that one. So with a 2-2 count, leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th for the post-22 Hardhats. Next pitch, this one swung on, hit hard, this one into center field. So Hadley Burris will single. And that's just now his 3rd single of the game. And this will pull up Broden Sales, the designated hitter. So Burris on first. Sales on his last 2 at-bats, striking out. As Poole, the first pitch comes, Sales swings and misses for strike 1. So he looks over to Coach Downs here with his next sign. Burris with his lead off of first. As Poole, this one is coming close to Sales inside. He dodges it for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Broden Sales, the designated hitter at bat. Poole's pitch comes, bouncing the turf, gets away from the catcher. Burris will advance to second. And a 2-1 count to follow here for Broden Sales. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs. With Burris on second now following that wild pitch. As Poole delivers, this one is outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike as Schilling will have a talk here with Lane Poole. After they wrap that one up, Schilling back behind the catcher, or back behind home plate for the Gillette Riders catcher. 3-1. Here is Poole's pitch as he stands still as the call looks to Burris on second. 3-1 delivery comes. Sales takes a swing. This is a foul ball. So make it a 3-2 count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Sales re-enters the batter's box following the foul ball. Lane Poole, the right-handed pitcher, starting off for his first inning pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. As this one comes up high, ball 4, as Sales will take the walk to first base. So Bridger Karn, he steps in the plate. Today, a strikeout, a walk, a flyout, and a single. And a single on his last at-bat. So now with Burris on second and Sales on first, as Lane Poole gives the first pitch here to Karn as he went to go for the bunt. It went down to the ground and bounced right up into his stomach as he kind of held on with that one there. So Schilling will talk with Poole as he'll hand him the ball. So Bridger Karn maybe trying to get a sack bunt here. So the first baseman and third baseman as it will come in a little bit closer here. 0-1 count. Lane Poole. Just the fifth different pitcher here in this game for Gillette. Here's the pitch. Karn takes a swing, gets a piece of it, fouls it off, goes 0-2. On deck is Tatum Giddings, and then following him is Brixton Steen. So 0-2 following the foul ball from Karn, playing center field. No outs, 0-2. Here is the pitch, swung on. This one is going to go foul on that third base line. They make the throw out to first, so Karn will stay alive on an 0-2 count. It would have been a ground out if it would have stayed fair. Just kind of running along on that third base line. Karn back into the batter's box. Burrison sails the base runners on first and second. As here's Lane Poole, lifts the leg, pitch comes, this one down low. Ball one taken for Karn. 1-2. Poole gets settled here on the mound. Another look back to Burris on second. Pitches up and high. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. As Karn re-enters. Hardhats dugout. Motivating right now. Poole gets his call from Schilling. As the 2-2 pitch comes, Karn takes a nice hard swing. This one gets past the second baseman. As Burris rounding third, he will come in to score as the throw will be in at second. So 17-8 is the score. An RBI single. And pulls up Tatum Giddings. So Burris with the run. Puts Sales on third. And Karn on first. And Giddings on his last at-bat. And a 2 RBI single, also got a stolen base and a run scored. So Poole looks over to Karn on first. Pitch comes. This one down low for ball one. Still no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. As Lane Poole gets his call from Schilling. With Sales tiptoeing closer to home plate. Here is the pitch. This one in for strike one. So the last pitch makes it for strike. It's the 1-1 count here to Tatum Giddings, just the 9th hitter in the lineup, the right fielder, and Brixton Steen on deck. Here is the pitch. This one carries down low for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Poole, as Schilling gives him his call. Here's the next pitch. Runner takes off to second, but a foul ball will halt him back to first. So Karn trying to get closer to second. He was going to get there, and Giddings fouls off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lane Poole back on the mound. Looks to Sales on third. Pitch comes. This one is inside, ball 3. Full count with no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Hardhats with a 9-run lead, up 17-8 over the Gillette Riders. Poole, and the pitch comes to Giddings, up and high for ball 4. So puts bases loaded as Karn was already taking off there to second. So this will now pull up Brixton Steen. We go back to the top of the order. So the left-handed hitter, as he is ready to go. So is Poole here on the mound. As the pitch comes, this one is going to hit him. So that brings a runner in to score. So 18-8 will be the final score after the 10-run rule after 6. So what a game this was after a crazy first inning. Gillette putting up 8 runs to start the game, going into the bottom of the first where the Hardhats went to go hit, and then they went up and ran a lot of runs. They put 12 up in the first inning, making it a 20 total first inning run game, and then they kind of took it away from there with a final score of 18-8. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here to Hardhats TV. Don't forget, there are more games this weekend here in at the ballpark at the Fitz, as they will host Laramie on Saturday at 5 and 7, and on Sunday at 2 and 4:30 on Mother's Day. All those games will be streamed on Hardhats TV. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off.